Welcome back to Friends with Benefits Car Club. I'm Ayo, your automotive news dealer, sarcasm supplier, and part-time therapist for emotionally unstable car brands. If it's got four wheels, makes weird noises, or gets cancelled faster than a reality TV show contestant, we're probably talking about it. Today's episode is basically a buffet of chaos. Infiniti might be retiring models early because who needs a full lineup when you can just ghost customers entirely? Audi wants you to wait patiently for your next car like it's some kind of luxury hostage situation. Used EV buyers? Sorry, you're getting slapped with tariffs so hard they might come with a side of fries. Lucid Gravity is now the fastest charging EV in North America. Congrats, you can go from 10% to 80% before your latte order's ready. Mercedes-AMG is dropping a hybrid wagon with Sirius. I picked the kids up from school and gap you on the Autobahn energy. George Russell's not in a hurry to renew with Mercedes. Honestly, same. I can't even commit to weekend plans. And Hyundai is like, tariffs? Let's just slap extra fees on top and call it a day. So yeah, kick back, grab a snack, and let's make sense of this beautiful turbocharged mess. Infiniti is pulling the plug on not one, but two of its SUVs, the QX50 and its funkier looking twin, the QX55. Apparently building cars in Mexico and selling them in the US isn't quite as economical when you're slapped with a 25% import tariff. So Infiniti looked at the price hike, looked at the sales numbers, and said, yeah, no thanks. But here's where it gets even more Infiniti. Instead of pivoting or innovating, they're doubling down on a minimal lineup, counting on the upcoming QX60 and the all-new QX65 Coupe SUV. Basically the same car with a sloped roof and less cargo space to save the brand. And let's not forget, they just killed the Q50 sedan too. If you're sensing a pattern here, you're not alone. Infiniti is quietly Marie Kondoing their whole lineup. So, if you're one of the 12 people that still remembered the QX55 existed, I guess now's the time to say your goodbyes. Continuing on our last Audi story of cars stuck at the port, brought to you by the amazing, wholly efficient, and definitely not self-sabotaging tariff war, Audi fans in the US, prepare to practice patience. Thanks to those same spicy new tariffs, Audi has officially hit pause on deliveries of vehicles built in Mexico or pretty much anywhere else that isn't the good old US of A. If your car was sitting at a US port on April 2nd, congrats, it made it. If not, well, it's currently in shipping limbo, sitting in a lot somewhere like a season finale cliffhanger. Will it arrive? Will it get crushed by tariffs? Find out next time on Import Survivor. This hits a bunch of models, including the Q5, the SUV of choice for PTA meetings and Whole Foods parking lots, the A3, and probably that one specific trim level you've been dreaming about for the past 6 months. Audi says it's evaluating their pricing structure, which is German corporate speak for, we're trying to figure out how to charge you more without making you hate us. Or worse, switch to BMW. Audi buyers are used to overpaying and justifying it with things like, but have you seen the turn signal animation? It's practically art. I'd know, I've had 3 Audis. It's a lifestyle of beautiful regret, ambient lighting, and praying your virtual cockpit doesn't randomly glitch. And honestly, they might succeed. Because let's be real, if anyone can delay your delivery, hike the price, and still have you defending them at dinner parties like it's your job, it's Audi. In a surprising twist, used electric vehicles, EVs, are emerging as the unsung heroes in the current automotive landscape. While new EVs grapple with the repercussions of recent 25% tariffs on imported vehicles and parts, used EVs remain unaffected, offering a haven for budget-conscious consumers. Over the past 6 months, prices for 1 to 5-year-old used EVs have declined between 15% and 20%, positioning them competitively against their gasoline counterparts. As of mid-March, the average price for a used EV stood at $32,198, just $917 more than the average gasoline vehicle at $31,281. This price parity, combined with the availability of a $4,000 federal tax credit for used EVs priced under $25,000, makes the used EV market particularly attractive. Additionally, the influx of lease returns from models like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and Volkswagen ID.4 has expanded the inventory, providing consumers with a variety of options. However, this golden opportunity may be fleeting. As new car prices rise due to tariffs, demand for used vehicles is expected to surge, potentially driving up prices. Consumers considering a used EV purchase might want to act swiftly to capitalize on current market conditions. Because let's be honest, how often does the car market actually reward people for being broken early at the same time? You don't just get a sweet electric ride, you get it to tell your friends you bought an EV before it became overpriced and cool again. That's like Bitcoin level timing, but without the existential regret. So if you're thinking of making the switch, now might just be your electric moment, literally. Lucid Motors is making waves with its latest offering, the Lucid Gravity SUV, which now holds the title of fastest charging EV in North America. But before we get into the nerdy numbers, let me tell you what happened to me recently. I just did a road trip to Vegas from LA using an Audi Q8 EV for the first time. I know, bold move, but when I stopped at a rest stop to charge the car, a guy walked up to me, genuinely curious, and asked, "Hey, how's the charging on that thing?" I told him it only takes about 31 minutes to 80%, and he gave me this look like, wait a second, I might actually get one of these. That was my villain origin story as an EV influencer apparently, but that was 31 minutes. And now BYD and Lucid are out here saying, hold my electrons. They're cutting that time even further. BYD shaving off 5 minutes, and Lucid coming in hot with 200 miles of range in just 12 minutes, using a 900-volt electrical system. The Gravity hits 300 miles in 26 minutes on Tesla superchargers, and has also flexed on EVgo stations, peaking at a 375 kilowatt charging rate and adding over 200 miles in just 12.5 minutes. That's not just fast. It's grab a coffee and go fast. It redefines road trip pit stops. By the time you finish debating between Cool Ranch and nacho cheese Doritos, your Luce is already juiced up and ready to go. And it's not just about charging. The Gravity is stacked with an EPA estimated 450-mile range and over 800 horsepower, meaning it's not just built to travel far. It's built to make you forget you're in an SUV. It looks sleek, drives like a performance car, and has enough range to get from LA to San Francisco without breaking a sweat, or plugging in. Thanks to its access to both Tesla's supercharger network and Electrify America stations, Gravity owners are essentially part of an elite charging club. The rest of us, we're out here still refreshing PlugShare like it's Yelp for electrons. As the EV market keeps evolving, Lucid's not just playing catch up, they're setting the pace. If the Gravity performs even half as good on the road as it does on paper, every other luxury EV might want to, start charging a little faster or get left in the rear view. Mercedes-Benz is redefining the family wagon with the 2026 AMG E53 Hybrid Wagon. This isn't your typical grocery hauler. It's a performance powerhouse disguised as a practical vehicle. Under the hood, it boasts a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-6 engine paired with a 161 horsepower electric motor, delivering a combined output of 577 horsepower in standard mode and up to 604 horsepower with the optional race start function. This setup propels the wagon from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds, faster than some sports cars. The E53 Hybrid Wagon isn't just about speed. It's equipped with a 21 kilowatt-hour battery, allowing for electric-only driving that speeds up to 87 miles per hour. While the exact electric range hasn't been disclosed, expectations are around 40 miles, making it suitable for daily commutes without using a drop of gasoline. Inside, the wagon offers luxury and technology, featuring a spacious cabin with high-quality materials and the latest infotainment systems. With all-wheel drive and rear-wheel steering, it handles like a much smaller vehicle, providing both comfort and agility. In a market dominated by SUVs, the E53 Hybrid Wagon stands out, offering a unique blend of performance, efficiency, and practicality. It's the perfect choice for those who want to make a statement while picking up the kids from soccer practice. George Russell is reportedly close to signing a new contract with Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team. The proposed deal is a 2-year extension with an option for 2028, valued at approximately $30 million per season. Russell's performance in the 2025 season has been impressive, with multiple podium finishes and a consistent presence at the front of the grid. His ability to extract performance from the car and provide valuable feedback has made him an indispensable asset to the team. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has expressed confidence in Russell's abilities and leadership qualities, especially as the team navigates the post-Hamilton era. The extension would solidify Russell's role as the team's lead driver and provide stability as Mercedes continues to develop its car to challenge for championships. While some fans speculate about potential moves for other top drivers, securing Russell ensures that Mercedes retains a proven talent committed to the team's success. Hyundai is navigating the complexities of the newly imposed 25% tariffs on imported vehicles with a multifaceted strategy aimed at minimizing the impact on consumers and maintaining its competitive edge. Initially, Hyundai announced a temporary freeze on manufacturers' suggested retail prices, MSRP, for new vehicles sold on or before June 2nd, 2025, providing price stability during a period of uncertainty. This move is part of the Customer Assurance Program, designed to reassure customers and maintain sales momentum. However, the company has also indicated indicated that pricing may be subject to change for vehicles wholesaled after April 2nd, 2025, as it continues to assess the long-term implications of the tariffs. This cautious approach reflects Hyundai's commitment to balancing affordability with the financial realities imposed by the tariffs. In addition to pricing strategies, Hyundai is accelerating its investment in U.S. manufacturing. The company recently celebrated the opening of a new $7.6 billion electric vehicle factory in Georgia, with plans to expand production capacity to 500,000 vehicles per year. This expansion not only mitigates the impact of tariffs, but also reinforces Hyundai's commitment to the U.S. market. By combining short-term pricing initiatives with long-term investment in domestic production, Hyundai aims to navigate the tariff landscape effectively, ensuring continued growth and customer satisfaction. And that wraps up another chaotic, hilarious, slightly too honest ride through the world of car news, right here on Friends with Benefits Car Club. We laughed, we cried, we questioned whether tariffs are just spicy adult taxes. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. We can take it. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Which story shocked you the most? Was it Audi ghosting your delivery, Lucid turning EV charging into a pit stop sprint, or maybe George Russell's $30 million chill contract extension? And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, I'll leave them up on the screen for you. Seriously, thank you for watching to the end. It means the world to us whether you're here for the laughs, the news, or just to hang out. You're part of the Friends with Benefits family. As always, thanks for joining us on this ride. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.